We start with 1 hour chart. Okay. As we can see, if we compare to our analysis in my last video, when the price was here, we mentioned that if anyone wants to trade by having entry above the top is very risky, as we can see. That's why we didn't suggest the price easily tag and reverse. Okay. Now we want to see how we can trade it. Whether this is a correction for one more drop, or for continuation, or still we can expect the price to reverse. Okay, because what we have here is really sharp move. All right. In this case, first we move to higher time frame. Actually, there is no much changes in compared to our analysis in my last video. Yes, we get the sharp move within 1 day, and now we're looking at this part, and we want to see what's the next. And based on forward chart, this is what we can see. All right, based on forward chart, if you want to trade, we need to get the proper trade setup before we look for the next move. Okay, because maybe this one turn to any move similar to what we have here and slowly start to drop, because we mentioned this one can turn to a bigger correction for one more drop, or in case we look at this in relative to this for and this means if you want to look at this way, I mean, if you mention we want to say this is the start of the up move, that means this is the only correction we're looking for. Okay, and again, maybe this one tend to be a correction. All right, that's why if we want to look for trade here, we need to be quite careful. Okay, and when I say is a careful, we need to get a trade setup, because nowadays the way it's moving doesn't give us a really good trade setup. All right, mostly this kind of the trade based on low 15-minute can, because whenever we have a sharp move similar to what we have been looking for here, can give us a good trade. But right now, whatever we have here, still we can expect this one to give us one more with the breakout of the top drop. That means still we can expect this one to move similar to as a corrective. For sure, if we get this kind of the move, the next one can give us a good trade for down move, at least with the breakout of this low. That means if there is one move up. Okay, and if you want to look for sell, also right now we cannot look for sell. That means if the price move a bit higher, any reversal from there we can look for sell. And for buy, the only thing is if this one break this low, because within this range we cannot look for buy. And if there is a continuation, we wait for the breakout flag above the top for continuation. Having entry above the top, we are not going to do it, because easily price can take and reverse. And overall, we don't have a really good trade setup. We can have a different option, but we don't have a trade setup. That's why we have to wait. We don't need to jump. Okay, even if anyone wants to buy, they should wait for the trade setup, because I mentioned based on forward chart made this one tend to start to drop and even retest this low, because I show you based on forward chart similar move. Okay, no, the only thing is we want to see if we want to look for trade, we can look for this as long as the price give us one more drop. That's why we need to look for the breakout of the top flag continuation. Can we get any trade setup within this? It depends. Maybe we get this, then at the times I think maybe 15 or 5 minutes we need to trade. It depends on traders if they can trade it. Okay. By the way, right now we can look at this as a flat. If we get one move down with the breakout of this, okay, then we can, if we get the buy, may I show you what I'm looking for. This is what I want to see. The only thing is based on 5 minutes we can see. If we put this one in as a internal, this one, if this one drop a bit more with the breakout of this low, which is 1.19, then any reversal from there we can look for buy, because right now if the reverse from here we need to wait for the breakout of the top. But if the price broke this low, maybe we can look for the trade setup within this range or having entry above this. Okay, but again, having entry above this, we are not going to trade it unless we are in front of the computer. If I see any good opportunity, I will share. Okay, the only thing is right now we need to see how this one can go, how this one can correct. Okay, as I mentioned, again, this one can give us with the breakout of the top, start to correct. If we get this kind of the move, next down move can be quite sharp. By the way, we don't have any good trade setup. The only thing is we are within this correction. We just follow the chart. We see if I see any trade update, then I will share. Even we can point on this one. That's why when we get the sharp move, we need to be quite careful. We get the sharp move, not similar to, but we have a sharp move, correction, next move. That's why this is we get, still we can, we get the correction, continuation. That's why still we can expect this one turn to a correction for continuation. Okay. Anyway, we don't have a really good trade setup. In this case, we just follow the chart. and if I see any update, I will share. Thanks.